Listen to your bodies.
All right, back to the launching dock. The women's U17 for with lane 0, St. Andrew Rowing Club. Lane 1, we have Row, New Jersey. Lane 2, White Marsh Boat Club. Lane 3, Blair Academy Crew. Lane 4, Everett Rowing Association. Lane 5, Greenwich Crew. Lane 6, Asheville Youth Rowing Association A. And in lane 7, Walt Whitman Crew Boosters.
Getting a little bit of the tension down there on this start. See, some boats are still not quite aligned, not straight down the course. You can see in some cases the coxswain will raise their hand, but in these bow loaders sometimes they'll have bow seat raise their hand. You can hear the liner say to adjust your point.
St. Andrew, Row, New Jersey.
The polling.
White Marsh, Blair, Everett, Greenwich, Asheville, Whitman. Attention.
Really held that one there for a minute between the attention and the start of the race. Right here on this side, you can see Whitman hailing from that DMV area, District, Maryland, Virginia, for those who are not in the know. Are you in the know?
Oh, yeah.
All right, good.
Yeah, absolutely love that part of the country. All right, women's U17 four widths continuing on. Just about 35 seconds into this race, we'll take a quick look at what Marie Scott has cooking up down at the championship dock.
Welcome back to the championship dock here, where I'm here with the fastest women's U17 double in the nation, Litchfield Hills. I want you guys to let everybody know what your names are.
I'm Tessa Paganini. I'm Megan Archibald.
Now, we were just talking. I mean, you guys have been here a couple times and just missed out. I mean, coming in 5th place a couple years ago, then 4th place, and but now you're on top of the country. What got you guys here?
Honestly, I couldn't thank my coaching staff, my family, all my supporters, my team for getting me to this point. They were definitely a huge help, and a big shout out to my brother and my parents for also supporting me here.
I agree. One of my biggest support systems is Tessa. We've done everything together. Also, shout out to my mom, who's also our coach, and Coach Drew, and my dad, and my brother. Everyone is just the biggest support, and they're the reason we're here.
I love it. And now, I know we were talking about it, is there a certain point in the race where you guys just go? Is there something that just makes you guys click?
Yeah, really our sprint is when we mostly win our race. We definitely move in the sprint, which is really good, and then our middle move is definitely works sometimes too.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like our middle move especially helped us in semis too. That's where we gain the open water. It's called the in-2, and we hit it with 10 hard strokes, and then we settle for 5, and then we hit it with another 10 hard strokes, and then we just keep that momentum to the end of the race.
I love it. Momentum to the end of the race and on top of the podium. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. Again, the fastest women's U17 in the nation, Litchfield Hills. Congratulations, ladies, and back to the tower.
Thank you, Maurice, Akil Abdullah, Brian Chinaki on the call. We're in the women's U17 4 with A final. Right now, cooking up on the water. It looks like we have Asheville Youth Rowing Association, Row, New Jersey. Akil, why don't you take us through what's happening right now in this competition?
Yeah, right now you can see that the lead boat there is really working hard to hold off those competitors. One of the things that you're trying to do, is to make sure that you can see what's going on. So Row, New Jersey is doing their best to maybe get some open water on these crews. And then you have St. Andrews on one side and White Marsh on the other, trying to catch up or keep them from gaining any more momentum.
Yeah, the Row, New Jersey boat currently in first place, as Akil had mentioned. We have coxswain Aisha, stroke seat Catherine, 3-seat Aubrey, 2-seat Clara, and the bow seat Elise.
And we can't leave out coxswain Esha. Oh, you did?
Yeah. Isha.
Isha. Okay.
Yeah, Row, New Jersey now 3:45 into this race. We'll say more than a boat ahead of those two outside boats that you mentioned, Akil. Both St. Andrew and White Marsh. White Marsh keeping pace there. St. Andrew coming out of the Atlanta, Georgia area. Roswell, Georgia to be exact.
And right now it looks as though White Marsh is trying to attack. St. Andrews is doing its best to hold on and hold pace. It also looks like over on the far side of the course, Greenwich Crew is trying to make a move as well. And here we go. St. Andrews trying hard to stay up with that lead group. But right now, as Row, New Jersey continues to open up water, White Marsh is looking over and seeing that it has to fend off both Greenwich and St. Andrews.
3:52.39 is the 1,000-meter mark for Row, New Jersey. White Marsh Boat Club 3:56. So right now looking at about a 4-second difference, 4.5-second difference coming through halfway of this race. Greenwich Crew third, St. Andrew fourth. But Row, New Jersey not missing a beat so far in this women's U17 four-width.
That's right. Row, New Jersey right here putting on a masterclass. You can see them clearing those puddles, just accelerating that oar. Great catches there, just staying relaxed. And now you can see bow seat of that St. Andrews boat, Gabrielle Smith, looking over to check out where the competition is. And the competition is White Marsh and Greenwich. Greenwich has fallen off the pace just a little bit. They had made some strong moves during the middle of the race, but right now it looks as though White Marsh and St. Andrews, with St. Andrews actually pulling back into that second place position, not by much, battling hard against White Marsh.
Yeah, next to Gabrielle Akil in that bow seat is Eva Vakovic. I traveled from Buffalo to come be part of this broadcast today. Eva, her fun fact is that she's from Buffalo, then moved to Atlanta as I think it was early in her life, but still shout out to Western New York. I know we had a Canisius boat here this week, West Side Rowing Club. I've been seeing Buffalo rowing at a couple of events as well, so shout out to all of the people from Western New York who came to be part of this broadcast. Eva, one of them. In the 3 seat, as we continue to go down the list of that boat, Ainsley Babb, we have Dimitra Palas and Angeli Chalasani in the coxswain position. They're coached by Sarah. So we'll see if St. Andrew Rowing Club can push up. And it looks like right now, Akil, they are solidified in that second spot, but still plenty of strokes behind Row, New Jersey.
That's right. It looks as though they have managed to get maybe half a boat over that White Marsh boat. White Marsh trying to accelerate back into that second place spot. Greenwich Crew still in the scene there, trying their best to see if they can make any move. But right now, it's running out of course time. It's time for all of these crews to step up. They are looking out and they're seeing what's going on across the course, and they know that this is Championship Sunday. So as we come down the line for Championship Sunday in the women's U17 four-width, all of these crews pushing hard. White Marsh trying to gain back that second place spot. Row, New Jersey holding on, trying to extend that lead. How fast can they go? Right now, it looks as though Row, New Jersey is going to hold on to it. It looks as though St. Andrews has found some magic and is starting to move. They're rolling through, and right now White Marsh is going. They've taken up the rate. They know that there's an attack from the outside coming.
All right, St. Andrew is the one attacking, looking to jump ahead of Row, New Jersey, but it's going to be too little, too late as the crew from the Northeast travels down to Florida, leaves here with gold. St. Andrew 2. Just outside of them, it's going to be White Marsh 3, and a nice little race for 4. Going to be lane number 5, Greenwich Crew. Then Asheville behind them. Blair and then Everett. As we watched Whitman Crew cross the finish line now. All right, I'm going to hop off this broadcast. We'll welcome Grace Latz back. She'll be joining you, Akil. We'll see you in a little bit.
All right. Thank you, Brian Chinaki. One of the greats there. I've always wanted to say it. One of the greats there. All right, we're looking down at this extremely happy Row, New Jersey crew. They have come here to handle business, to be crowned as champions in the U17 4 width, and they have done just that.